All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm about 2 weeks late to this, and I apologize, but it doesn't matter. I live in a different dimension where time doesn't exist. Okay, so today we're talking about the Mandalorian, right? So you probably know Star Wars at this point. I mean, you've probably heard of it. Maybe it's like this undercover thing. What you may not know is I am a massive fan of Star Wars: The Clone Wars, right? The animated show. I don't know about the movies, but the animated show is absolutely god tier, right? Genuinely one of the best things to ever grace this planet. Now, I'm just talking about this from my perspective. Pretty much in that show, there's a certain arc about Mandalore. I don't know what it was called. Maybe the Siege of Mandalore, or maybe that was just an episode. But yeah, it was pretty cool. There was like this evil dude with the black sword. There's Obi-Wan Kenobi and Duchess Satine in their relationship. There's like this war with high-tech equipment. Darth Maul being Darth Maul, and pretty much we learned that Mandalorians are super badass. They're pretty much like clones, but with extra sass, you know? Now, with the release of the new TV show, The Mandalorian, and the various new seasons, you know, this time live action, a certain group of people had a problem with the fact that female Mandalorians wore female armor. I mean, it's not really female armor. It's like any armor is supposed to suit you, right? To make sure it's like comfortable, flexible, and provides you with the most mobility and protection. So we have this person who says Lady Mandalorians have boob armor. Oh, come on, seriously? First off, from the image itself, you have to just take a look and laugh at this because, like, that is the least sexualized thing I've ever seen. That's literally barely a bump, and you still find a way to have a problem with that. By the way, this is the same person who seems to complain about everything. This person also says, "Am I extremely tired, or is there not a single female-speaking character in the first episode of Mandalorian? I've gotta have missed something, right?" First off, she did actually miss something, and there was actually a female-speaking character. And second off, that shouldn't have mattered anyways. The best person for the role should get the job. Like, when you hire people based on their gender, I don't know, I just find it dumb. Because if the final product is something awesome and something that people enjoy anyways, that's all that matters, right? If a female character or actor accomplishes that, that's awesome. But you don't need to force it into it so that, because usually when you do that, you end up with a terrible product, and that's why people get mad. If there's an all-male show and it's absolutely incredible, you don't need to cry about it. So here we have a couple pictures of the Mandalorian armor, and honestly, like, just looking at this, not even knowing anything about Star Wars, or you don't really need to know anything about Star Wars. It's just a soldier wearing some armor, right? For me, it's like completely dumb to even complain about this because, like, what do you want them to do? Just flatten their chests or something? Like, you can't just chop it off. Like, damn. Now, apparently, the person who said this is famous for constantly being like an annoying feminist or something, and clearly, obviously, detracting from her movement's purpose, obviously, right? Now, there's a bunch of people defending her for some reason because with these type of psychos, they come in groups, right? They're never alone. A lot of these comments seem to misunderstand her. Yes, I misunderstand her. Nice one. She never said boob plate was bad, and it sounds like it just took her out of the show, which is valid. She's not trying to kill your boner. Chill, guys. I'm so confused here. Like, how did it take you out of the show? Like, the second you laid your eyes on the little bump in the dent of metal, you're just like, can't watch Star Wars anymore. When I saw Baby Yoda, I was absolutely immersed in the show. The most realistic thing I've ever seen. But when I saw the little dent, I was like, damn! I feel like the armor is more realistic than fiction because, I mean, you're clearly not like a female soldier and you wouldn't know anything about being one, and neither would I. But if you do a smidgen of research, you would understand that having armor suited to their body is what makes it viable, right? If they wore the same armor as men, it would be uncomfortable, it would probably hurt, it would make them worse in battle, you probably couldn't even put it on for certain women. I feel like it would just have a horde of problems that can be solved by a simple modification to the armor that helps protect them, it's not for any aesthetic reasons. Isn't the whole point of being a feminist equality, like, an equal chance to shine on the damn battlefield? Like, you should be opposed to the idea of having the same armor because that's not equality, that's just stupidity. Also, question to all the guys watching, how many of you got a boner looking at the Mandalorian armor? You have to be like a straight up tier 55 simp, dude, deprived of freaking for 100 millennia for that to have any sort of effect on you at all. That is literally a bump in a bit of metal, and even if it was arousing, like, I assume women with bigger sized chests would need bigger armor and like that would be more curved or whatever, and that would be arousing to some, but like what do you want them to do? Just not exist and to just stop? Imagine them saying like your chest is too massive, you cannot be on the battlefield. Like what? Anita, I hope you're sitting down because I have something very important and perhaps shocking to tell you. Women have boobs. Careful, you'll attract the reactionaries with that comment and they'll make a 10-minute video out of one tweet. Well, I was actually 2 weeks late, but you know, I got there eventually. Somebody didn't pay attention to the source material. Also, curved breast armor was actually more common and more effective than flat-breasted armor in real life. I mean, obviously, any female is gonna prefer having something comfortable rather than something that squishes their chest completely. So she actually made a follow-up tweet saying, "These grown-ass children get so emotional and throw these embarrassing temper tantrums when a woman has even the slightest critique on the mainstream." The woman! It's because she's a woman, guys. When a woman even has the slightest critique on the mainstream corporate media, they feel ownership over. Anybody who's a female in the audience, please rebut this person because I apparently can't say anything because I'm a male. They keep trying to gatekeep the most popular franchise in the world. Ah yes, I am the one gatekeeping Star Wars. I feel like Anita's part of the three sister gang, you know? Stupid, Stupider, and Anita. Sorry to burst your bubble, but the jig is up, y'all. Star Wars isn't some niche exclusive tree club where you hang up a no girls allowed sign and dictate the terms of the discourse. It never was, and that's not changing anytime soon. Dude, she's not even talking, she's typing with cringe. Like, that's gotta be a skill at this point. I can see the cringe flowing out of the tweet. Damn. Also, I hate how she says, like, we're the ones gatekeeping. No, you're the one gatekeeping. Like, nobody's saying Star Wars is like this niche thing just for the nerds or whatever. It's like this discreet freaking thing that nobody knows about. Everybody knows Star Wars. Nobody's denying that. You're the one saying that no girls with big chests allowed. That's pretty much what you want, right? I thought as a woman you would like empathize and understand why the armor needs to be like that, but it just seems like you're an enemy, to be honest. And then we have the best part. Sure are a lot of blacksmiths in my mentions today. Yes, I did go to college for blacksmithery. Anita, you need to understand that I don't need to be a doctor to understand that somebody has a knife in their belly and is dying. Like, oh, no, that person's not dying. Are you a doctor? Like, it's called common sense. I don't need to be a girl or a blacksmith to understand that flat-chested armor would be uncomfortable for girls with bigger chests. It's clear that they'll get squished or they won't fit in it. It's like, how do you not know this? Would you rather have their boobs exposed? Like, I don't get the criticism here. I have a 34H cup. I'd need boob armor regardless of what your flat chest thinks. Wear a military flak vest that pushes your boobs down to almost non-existence like I had to do, and you'll be begging for boob armor, you brain moron. Now, ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself because I have saved the most appropriate and most golden meme for this entire video and this entire situation. This is literally perfect. You'll be okay, you dramatic bitch. Thank you, Baby Yoda. You are truly precious. Anyways, I thought this whole situation was just a feminist not being a feminist, pretty much. I wanted to talk about it 2 weeks ago, but I just kind of forgot, and I talked about different things instead. But hopefully you guys still enjoyed. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe if you're new. We're trying to get to 400k. If you did enjoy it, you know, smash that like button, helps me out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Adios, bye-bye.